Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. And I just rested at a bench and got my stamina back up after being in a couple combats. So that's good to see. And let's go ahead and continue. Continue along the passage. As a matter of fact, I'm curious, how many provisions did I use? Just one, okay. And this also gives me a save point. Okay, to your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door, and you can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Or pass northwards. So we can go up the stairs northwards, or we can open the door. I'm going to open the door. Let's be adventurous. Alright, the door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Okay. Judging by the remains of the dwarven architecture, this room has not changed much from its original purpose, sleeping quarters for the night watch. Proving that your educated guess is correct, you see a green-skinned orc asleep on a straw mattress. I wonder what's in the wooden box. Alright, we'll try to steal the box without waking the orc. Why not? Treading softly, you easily extract the wooden box from under the table. Your luck holds out as you easily back out of the room without waking the orc. She is lucky, so I kind of felt like I could go that route with her. You leave the room and open the box in the passage. A hidden compartment has been knocked loose, revealing a cache of gold pieces. There is also a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. 4 gold pieces. Okay, I don't really know what those are for. You release the mouse, which scurries off down the passageway. Okay. Good stuff. And let's see, is that in my inventory here? Yeah, gold 9. Okay. Well, hopefully we can survive this ordeal and put that gold to good use. Follow the passage. Alright, you arrive at another door. You listen at it, but hear nothing. Alright, we'll try opening the door. Alright, the door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There's a stale smell in the air. In the center of the room is a makeshift wooden table on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box. In the far corner of the room is a straw mattress. Open the box. There are carved runes on the box. Due to your excellent education, you can roughly translate these into snake surprise. As you pick it up, something rattles within. Oh, well, why didn't it tell me that earlier? You open the lid and a small snake pops out of the box, eager to bite your wrist. Oh, peanut brittle. Discover an old orcish trick. Alright, I got an achievement for doing that. Okay. Even though you're surprised, you managed to dodge them. Fight the snakes. Okay. So I wish my education there, I could have gotten that snake in a box thing. Alright. They're gonna attack me. So I need to move. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to move out of it, though. But we'll go ahead and move. Oh, I was gonna attack diagonally. Alright. So it's facing that way. So they can't move if they're facing that way. So they're only gonna be attacking or moving. And I didn't really see them shake, so I'm going to go with the quick jab here. Take that snake out. Okay, it's going to attack me here. So I'm going to... It could attack diagonally, though, so I'm just going to play it safe. And just do a normal attack here. Okay, so it's going to move, but it can't move. So we'll just hit it with our piercing strike. Which actually worked because it hits both squares. So we were able to finish it off. Alright, so we finished all that stuff off without getting hit. Alright, you have defeated the snakes. The box has fallen to the ground during your fight with the snakes. There appears to be nothing else inside it. It must have been a practical joke made by one of the orcs. You decide to continue to head deeper into the orcs' barracks. Okie dokie. Again, what did my education really give me there other than... maybe it allowed me to not get hit by it. Alright, so we can turn northward or turn eastward. Well... I like the idea of continuing to go up, and it looks like the stairs go up. I don't want to know if I want to go down here. But, you know, this is the Whole point of the game is to choose your own adventure, and sometimes you choose right, sometimes you choose wrong. But we're going to continue northward. Alright, so further up the passage on the west wall, you see another wooden door. You listen at the door and hear the worst singing you have ever heard in your life. I do not want to get in a fight, so we'll just continue on up the passageway. Okay, so we can keep heading north, or we can go southeast, again going down. So I'm going to go up north, because that's the game plan. Alright. So, we can follow it west and open whatever this door is, or we can take the east path. I'm going to follow the west. I just want to see what this door is all about. You listen at the door and hear angry shouting come from within. Okay, it's not giving me another choice, so we have to open. Alright, you open the door to a large room. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests that someone or something of rank uses this room. Okie dokie. In a corner of the room stands a strange-looking orc with a warty face. Standing over a smaller orc with the whip in his hand, he has been beating his servant, who is whimpering beneath him. Okay, what has happened to that poor creature's hand? It looks deformed. Okay, spring at the orc and hope his servant will aid you. Well, we'll try that. As you spring at the orc, his servant rises to his feet, picks up a hefty wooden stick, and joins the melee. But to your disappointment, he attacks you, ungrateful wretch. Another achievement, thanks for nothing. Do we escape or do we continue the fight? We'll continue the fight, why not? So far I've been lucky. Alright, let's keep an eye on these guys. Alright, so he's going to attack. I have no idea where his attack's going to land. So, I'm going to make the assumption that his attack can hit me if I don't move. So I'm going to go ahead and move. It looks like I was correct. Now, it looks like this guy's going to move. So I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a piercing... Oh. It doesn't let me hit him with the quick jab. Ah, there we go. Quick jab. Alright, that guy's down. Okay, so it looks like he's going to move here. Let's move ourselves here. Oh, we can't move through tables, huh? Alright, so he's going to attack. I don't like that, so I'm going to back up. Okay, so he's going to try and move that way. I'm going to move forward. Okay, so he's attacking me. I'll go ahead and attack him as well. Okay, so he's going to move here. We're going to go ahead and do piercing strike. Oh, I was wrong. Alright, so he's for sure going to attack me. I'll just attack him back. Oh. We'll attack him again. Already moved. Okay, so he's going to attack. I'm going to attack him. Okay, we're clashing. It looks like I got hit. He's going to move here, it looks like. So I'm going to attack. Oh, he moves sideways. Really throws me off. Or we'll attack him with a piercing strike. Flashing again. This time I rolled much better. Alright. Did take a couple points of damage there. You've defeated the orcs. Green blood of the dead orcs smells foul as it seeps from their bodies. There is a chest nearby. You step around the corpses and decide to investigate it. It is of sturdy construction made of strong oak and iron, and it is firmly locked. Alright. Try and smash the lock with our weapon. Or we could go down and see if we can find a key. We'll try it. Lock was obviously inadequate. It flies off and lands on the floor several meters away. You lift up the heavy lid and your eyes widen as you see the golden sheen coming from within. A fair number of gold pieces are inside. In one corner lies a small black bottle with a tight glass stopper containing a liquid of some kind. As you are admiring this treasure, you hear a soft click and wince in pain as a small dart shoots forward into your stomach. Ouch. So it was trapped, unfortunately. You sink to the floor. Pull the dart out and decide to bandage the wound. This gives you some relief, but you're still weak. You decide to take it easy and examine the contents of the chest. There is a stash of gold pieces, and the label on the bottle shows it to be a potion of invisibility, good for 1 dose. Okay. We'll go ahead and take the bottle. Take the potion of invisibility. What a find. This will definitely come in handy during your adventure. Okay. You see a bench by the side of the room. This would be a good opportunity to take a rest. I am kind of curious, though, if just sitting on the bench without eating provisions gives me health back, because I kind of want my health back. But I'm not sure if that does, so I'm going to go ahead and do the provisions. You sit down on the bench and take out a portion of provisions from your pack. Your moment of rest combined with your healthy provisions make you feel much better. Okay. Leave the room and head to the north. So it looks like this room connected with the other room. Okay, walk straight on eastwards. This kind of looks like something that may be a trap, maybe? I hope not. I would say we're doing okay for the most part. As a matter of fact, how many gold pieces do I have? 34. Okay, good stuff. Alright, you arrive at another junction in the passage. So we can turn northwards, or you can continue eastwards. I'm going to turn northwards because I'm trying to go up and up and up. This might not be the right way to go, but we'll see. Alright, the passageway leads into a square dungeon chamber. There are 2 doors in the eastern wall and 2 in the western wall. On the opposite side of the room, another passageway leads away north. The first door to the right is well used, and putting your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming for help from inside. Before deciding what to do next, you listen at the other doors as well. From behind the second door, to the right, you hear a thumping sound on the wood. Hello? Hello? Not funny, open door! The first door to the left is made of solid metal. Listening at that door, you hear the sound of tortured screams coming from within. Putting your ear to the second door to the left, you hear nothing. The Cyclops is unlikely to be in a dungeon cell, but you never know. Oh boy. So, second door on the right was somebody saying open door. Not funny. The other one was... These 2 were what sounded like people that were maybe being tortured or something. And then this was nothing. If I remember correctly. I'm going to try open first door on the right, though. You can bolt the door and swing it open. A nauseating stench hits your nostrils. Inside the room, the floor is covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you screaming. Okay, well that was a mistake. His beard is long and gray, and he is waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or has this been some kind of trap? Alright, try and shout at him and calm him down. You shout, "You're freed, old man," at the top of your voice. Instantly, his ranting ceases. He stops dead in his tracks and sinks to the floor, weeping loudly. Alexandra of Blacksand, finally, a familiar face. You have my eternal gratitude. As he gradually composes himself, he thanks you many times. Many years ago, he was an adventurer like you in the search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into this solitary cell as a sort of pet for the creatures. This must be the Aaron Dagar that I have heard about. There have been many tales of this great warrior. Sadly, his time in confinement has not been kind to him. You ask the man about the Eye of the Cyclops. His memory is poor after so long in isolation, but he says he has heard of such a thing, rumors of an immense gem powering an evil construct which draws life from demonic power. Well, that sounds lovely. I always thought it was just a superstitious rumor, though. All right, we've got +1 luck. I'll take it. Although it didn't make our luck go up any higher then. So if we had lost luck, that would have been the thing. Okay, so second door on the right, I'm going to leave because that sounds where you hear torture screams. Let's try this one as well. Let's see if we can free another one of these guys from this awful prison. All right, the door is not locked. and opens. The room in front of you seems to be a small torture chamber with various torture devices around the walls. In the center of the room, two small hunchbacked goblins are having their fiendish way with a dwarf, who is tied to a hook in the ceiling by his wrists. The two hunchbacks are poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. The dwarf lets out a final scream and falls silent, eyes closed. His captors must make disappointed noises and look around angrily at you, as if it were your fault that the dwarf has collapsed. I can't let these goblins get away with such barbaric practices. Draw your weapon and fight the creatures. Alright? The two evil creatures give a loud shriek as they rush forward to attack you. Readying your weapon, you dive into battle. Alright, well, let's make these guys pay. Alright, so I'm going to have to pay close attention to their movements. Alright, so it looks like he's going to attack as well as that one. So I'm going to go ahead and attack him. Alright, so we have combat. He rolled really well, but it looks like I won. Alright, so it looks like he's going to move. I'm assuming he's moving here. I don't know if this guy's going to move too, though. We'll try a piercing strike, see if we can get both of them. Ah, my mistake. It's really hard to tell when they move if they're going to sidestep or what. You really have to guess. I'm going to try an attack here. Yeah, see, they're sidestepping. I can't really... Try that again. Do another... Alright, finished him off. And more than likely, he's going to move here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack. There we go. The sidestepping is the part that makes it the hardest to figure out. You can't really, for sure, know which way they're going to move. He could move here or here, and I don't really know which one he's going to do. So... I'll make a guess. Yeah, so he just moved back where he was. I guess I'll go ahead and move. Oh, well, and I ate my sword for that, or ate his sword. Alright, we'll give him a normal attack here, where I'm assuming he's going to go. Alright, so I took a chance there with the move that I probably shouldn't have, but that's okay. Alright. You have defeated the goblins. You cut down the dwarf. With the last of his strength, he opens his eyes, looks at you, then looks downward. His eyes close again, and this time he breathes his last. You gently rest the dead dwarf on the floor. What will you do now? Well, I will search the dwarf. Feel that you haven't much time to search the dwarf before your presence will be noticed, or the goblins will be missing. Okay. We'll search the dwarf's beard. That's the best place to hide something, right? As you search through the dwarf's beard, you give a cry of surprise. The dwarf has hidden a small purse in his beard. You take the gold. Sadly, the dwarf won't be needing it now. Alright, well, that's going to be that. Decide to leave the torture chamber before you're discovered. Okay. I am not going to do the thumping. I'm fairly certain that it's just somebody, one of the orcs has been locked in, or a goblin has been locked in. As, you know, a joke. These guys, you know, they like to joke around with each other. Their jokes are probably a little bit on the cruel side, but we'll go ahead and go to the place that doesn't have any noise. See what's in here. The door is unlocked. Opening it, you find yourself on the threshold of the orc's weapons store. A torch hangs from one wall, lighting up a small armory room stocked with swords, shields, helmets, daggers, breastplates, and the like. Alright. Circular iron shield with a golden crescent lies at the far end of the room. However, as you do not use a shield, it is worthless to you. Alright, we'll search the room. Poke around the room. The weapons are blunted and worthless, and the helmets are battered and rusty. You decide to inspect the breastplates on the shelf to see if there is anything worthwhile there. Behind one of the breastplates is a shiny key. It seems quite important. You decide to take it. Okay. Leave the room. We'll leave the chamber. Alright. Exiting the dungeon, you hear the sound of water ahead of you, and make out a grilled portcullis. At the end of the passageway, before you can read the portcullis, you will have to cross a bridge that passes over a gully of gurgling, brackish water. You suspect it may actually be a sewer, judging by the smell rising from it. Make your way towards the bridge. As you make your way towards the bridge, you pass some goblins, which appear uglier than all the creatures you have encountered so far. One of the goblins spots you. Its eyes turn wide. Blacksand! Blacksand! It exclaims, and it begins to run toward you. Alright, we'll keep our weapons sheathed for now. Tiny creature runs up towards you and begins to hug your leg. It is pleased to see you. Blacksand! Blacksand! It wails with glee over and over. It seems that this goblin has heard of you and become a fan. I'm getting tired of this. Let go, idiot. Goblin only grips tighter. Blacksand! Blacksand! You whack it on the head with your sword hilt, and the creature loosens its grip, dazed. With a final violent shake, you send the goblin off the bridge and into the sewer flow below. Oops. I'm sure the goblin will be fine. Most of them can swim. Alright, so we didn't have to fight there. Leave the orc barracks. Okay, you arrive at the end of the passageway. An iron portcullis blocks your way, and no amount of charging is going to budge it. Okay. On the wall to your right are two levers, and it seems likely that these levers have something to do with the rising portcullis. On the other hand, they could be traps. Ooh. Alright, so we've got right and left lever. Well, we've been going left. Let's stick with left. To your horror, you realize that this is a dummy lever with a trap. Although it looked like a handle, it was in fact a wax-coated sword blade, and it has now cut your hand badly. Alright, so we have to pick which hand, huh? Well, we'll say left hand. Although you were injured, you were also fortunate. This was not your sword hand, meaning that your injury is not quite so important. Ah, crap. Gingerly pull the right lever. So we chose poorly. You hear a deep rumbling noise, and the ground begins to shudder. Slowly and noisily, the portcullis rises into the ceiling. With hesitation, you walk towards the junction, listening carefully. Okay. Suddenly, a terrified young man runs into you. His white, rune-embroidered robes are torn and smudged with dirt. He looks at you with panic in his eyes. I yield! Education is not worth this much danger, no matter how great the reward. You calm the young student down, and he begins to relax. My name is Ian the White, he says. I'm a humble acolyte seeking entry to the School of Sorcery. You learn that he gained entry, but was deemed unworthy by the elemental masters. I wonder if this fellow knows where the eye is located. Okay. We'll ask about the Eye of the Cyclops. That's what we're here about. You ask the young acolyte if they know the whereabouts of the ruby that you seek. He becomes frightened once more when you mention the name. Yes, I know the eye that you seek. It belongs to the Cyclops himself, who resides in what is left of the Dwarven Halls over to the east. So we want to go to the east. Follow the passage, and whatever you do, always make sure you stay heading east. There you will find it. All right, the young man points down the passageway before pushing past you and running off. You try to catch up with him, asking for more information, but he darts under the portcullis you entered earlier. There's no point chasing him back through there. I should continue eastwards to try to find the Cyclops. Okay, so east, east, east. All right, so we've got a place to rest. Cautiously, you creep along the passageway. After a short time, you reach a fork in the path with the path continuing northwards. Eastwards, you can see a broad stone bridge. Okay, so we want to go east. Okay. At the fork, there is a bench of solid wood, and above the bench, a sign reads, Rest. We've seen this before. Alright, so how many provisions do I have left? 3. I'm not that hurt, so I'm just going to sit on the bench and rest, and we'll see what happens this time. You sit down on the bench and rest for a moment. Your aching muscles ease and your tiredness wanes. It's good to take a break. Alright, so we get a little bit of health by doing that. So only if we're seriously injured do we need to waste provisions. Got it. While this rest is appreciated, I should press on quickly. That eye is close, I can feel it. And we did not get the skill points back, so that is something that was going to be sorely missed. And the skill points, I think, is what we get as a bonus when we have a clash. Okay, well, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.